Juste soigner vite fait. Ah d'accord. Ah ok. Ah moi j'étais doué à celui-là. Ils ont osé tuer ma Utao, j'ai même pas vu comment. Oh là là, ça sent direct le combat ça. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez? Allez, on y va.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the abyss.
Ouais.
You have come here. You have seen our secrets. For this,
Génial.
as a herald, I will mete
Tant
out
qu'à
your
propre, je vous
punishment.
infligerai votre punition. Ouh, ça me plaît, c'est
An
bien mon
abyss
petit.
herald?
Dane.
Tensei,
Dainsleif.
que pensez-vous?
Oh, I thought you were just a
cafard
couple
arrivé
of
ici.
pests
Pareil,
that
voilà.
stumbled in
Si
here
vous
by
êtes avec Tensei,
mistake.
une licence
So,
permanente.
did he send you here to die?
Vous envoyez ici
His
pour mourir, sa
resistance
résistance
against the
à la
abyss
est
has
futile.
gone nowhere
Depuis bien
for
longtemps,
a
plus rien
long
ne puisse se faire
time.
pour
The
changer.
abyss is
Bim, est
unstoppable.
inarrêtable. Ok mon pote,
What
pas
is
de
this
problème.
power? Pirates never seen
Allez
it
viens.
before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
Non, oula, j'ai vénéré. Ah bah si c'était ça. Allez viens.
See?
Gather.
Access denied.
Hop, je vais pas utiliser mes ultis tout de suite. Ah bah je le savais. Parce qu'il y aura plusieurs combats, je le sens.
This power,
Elle me semble.
it seems familiar. I see. So it's you. You, in that case,
Dans ce cas, je
I
prends
shall
congé.
stay here no longer.
Ah c'est moi.
What a tough battle.
Bah si, le combat il était facile, Paimon, n'abuse pas.
Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among them? Huh? What is it? What do you think? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now. Let's get out of this scary...
D'accord, bah écoute, je me précipite. Très bien, très bien. Facile. Bon, en tout cas, il était trop facile, c'est chiant. Ah, il est là.
So, we meet again.
Ah, ces tenues elles sont mal faites.
A little sooner than I had
c'est mieux.
expected.
Ah, sinon que nous nous croisons un peu plus tôt que prévu.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression,
Par vos visages, je
it
sens que
seems
vous
you
êtes
just
unis.
experienced
Il
something
quelque chose
quite...
d'assez
Could it
étrange.
be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well.
Eh ouais. Qu'est-ce que tu veux?
An inverted statue of the Seven,
Renversé,
holding
tenant un
abyssal
pouvoir
power in
abyssal
its
entre ses
hands.
mains. Non, je n'ai jamais
No,
vu
I
une
have
telle
never
pareille
seen
pendant
such a
mon
thing
combat
during my
dans la
time
vie, mais
fighting
j'avais
the
vu des
Abyss.
conceptions.
Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way!
Eh ouais.
We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe...
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed.
Ah ouais,
Come.
on le
Let's
rattrape.
go!
Génial.
A rare opportunity with Dane...
Ouais, avec Dance. Ah oui, attends. Quand même. On va pas laisser ça passer quand même. attends, si on le laisse fuir, attends, ça sert à quoi? On y va, on le pourchasse et on le détruit. Sinon, c'est pas drôle. Alors, ah ouais, vous êtes là les gars. Oh, je vais vous fumer. Je vais vous fumer, vous allez même pas comprendre. Allez, venez là.
No, my sword! Cross over!
This is order.
Alors,
Those abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No.
non,
They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot. Looking for chaos devices, chaos
ouais,
circuits.
ouais.
You know,
They wouldn't be searching for such In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain
D'objets de
valuable
valeur.
object
Ah
to take.
ouais.
However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it.
well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the abyss. But I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance. One cannot discover the truth behind it through or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more.
Paimon is...
All right, we shouldn't waste too.
Ok.
Go!
Alors, hop.
Huh?
En tout cas, cette histoire me plaît énormément. Alors, qui on va-t-on affronter cette fois? Hop, on va garder notre endurance. Ah ouais. D'accord, hop.
Born of ice and
Ah,
frost.
carrément.
Healthy body, health, all hail. See? Cross over.
C'est fini. Hop. Ok, très bien. C'est la glace.
No touch. Huh? Cross over.
Hop,
Go.
plein de la vie. Et j'en ai un. Et le manquant, il est là. Ok. Voilà. Ok. Très bien.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout,
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seed, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time,
Bien sûr que
forget
oui.
it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by... Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the...
Branches? Roots?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago.
Ah, il y a 500 ans.
Khanria.
Khanria. Ah, c'est parce que... ouais.
Huh? Khanria? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that Oh. Speaking of Khanria, Oh! Right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Huh?
Ah,
You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
voilà, ça me plaît.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, but if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khanria you saw,
Alors,
what
voyons
is it
voir.
like?
Ça vaut le coup d'essayer, la personne qui m'a réveillé. Qu'est-ce que j'ai vu? Ouais, ça vaut le coup d'essayer. Allez hop. Il y a une scène de la mer des flammes que vous avez vue il y a 500 ans.
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up first. But the question is, how long
Combien de
before
temps avant?
you?
Ah, ça me plaît.
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Khanria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
The destruction of Khanria? She said that?
Ah, je m'en souviens pas.
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from five. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Intéressant.
So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because
And it was shortly after that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Chemin vous empêchant de vous échapper.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Khanria.
Vous ne savez rien de Khanria.
But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years...
If that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past... Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khanria so you could find your sister?
Tu m'étonnes.
Oh, yeah! You can travel around the Seven
Ouais, les
Nations
7
to find the
archons,
Seven.
comment peut-on
But
trouver une
where
nation
can
qui est
you go
détruite il y
to
a
find
500
an...
ans?
I probably know more about Khanria than both of you. Khanria was a nation without a god,
Sans Dieu. Ah,
not
bah ouais,
because it
bah ouais.
had a god that died or abandoned them,
Ah, non,
but
non,
because
parce
it
que-
never had... It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented flourishing.
A
Ah, pas
nation
mal.
without a god.
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all
T'es détruit par les
destroyed
dieux.
by God.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Khanria.
Carrément.
The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about...
C'est génial.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell
C'est
you more
génial,
of what
ça.
you want to know as we continue.
Ah ouais. Alors, où est-ce qu'on va cette fois-ci? À 450 mètres. Et on va ici. Ah ouais, putain, ils m'ont mis loin. Ah, du coup, on va se téléporter ici. Ah, c'est génial. Ah, l'histoire, elle est passionnante, j'adore ça. Alors, hop.
Go!
Alors. Donc là, on va monter par là.
With the wind.
Hop. Ouais, j'ai pas le temps de m'occuper de toi, mon ami. L'histoire m'attend. J'espère que j'ai assez d'endurance pour monter. Ouais, c'est bon. Hop. Hop, alors.
Over
Alors,
there!
ça.
It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from... So, did Conria have a...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them. These Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Conria.
D'accord.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the...
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field till they wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way to various ruins.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy...
Ok, on va s'en débarrasser, mon ami.
Order guide you. Gather.
This is long overdue. Witness the power of Gugwa. See?
Hop, allez, chargeons ici.
Higher, higher, pants on fire.
Je vais d'abord se allez. Voilà. Parfait.
This abyss mage dropped a talisman.
On dirait une sorte de message.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But perhaps it really does contain information.
But
Génial.
Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of an
La foi
enemy
de
in
l'ennemi
flame,
brûle dans les flammes
and
et
bring
que la
glory
gloire
to
soit
her
rendue à
highness,
son
the
Altesse la
princess.
princesse.
What?
Ta sœur, j'en
Is
suis
that what
sûr.
it says?
Loom of Fate, initial
Depuis le
operation.
début, Opération initiale.
They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large
Le
operation.
terme clé est
The key word here is Loom of
destin.
Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather...
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, so Dane...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious
Opération
operation.
ambitieuse, cette opération
But
partie
some
sont
parts
difficiles à
are
comprendre.
difficult to
How so?
In short,
Pour
the
résumer,
first
la
phase of the
première
plan
phase
is related
du
to
plan est liée à
Osile,
Mortel,
Overlord of the
le
Vortex.
dieu du vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean?
Hop, ouais.
What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror, though you may not have been aware of it at the time. You were thwarting an Abyss Order operation
Last time it was Vendi's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile? Just
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to
génial.
complete.
Is that it? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, the talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
Cet œil spécial.
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do.
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is. Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral.
The cathedral.
La cathédrale.
Huh? What's...
Nothing. Let's get moving.
Hop, allez, on va à la cathédrale. Il y aura peut-être Barbara et Rosalia qui vont peut-être nous aider avec cet œil. Alors, hop. Hop.
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral.
Dépenser beaucoup de
The
ressources.
people of
d'énergie
Mondstadt
pour
clearly,
modifier.
but how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift?
Qu'a-t-il donné en retour?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though.
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can...
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! And actually, the Animal Archon is... never...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
Eh oui.
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, when a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting,
Okay, then we'll just go in...
I should warn
on
you
va y
about
aller
one
tranquille.
thing. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. Also, meddling in the...
Alors, parler à Barbara. On va parler à Barbara. Si elle sait quelque chose. Sinon on la torture. C'est une bonne idée. J'aime bien. Allez, viens là. Alors.
Honorary Knight, I have... But I should first make it clear.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just... Oh, we're here to ask some questions about...
Allez.
What's that?
Of course wouldn't know anything about that.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was a long time ago. There was indeed one. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called... Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records.
The Tyrant's final fury.
C'est qui ça?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever...
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms.
Du dieu des
So they
tempêtes.
referred to it as the
J'adore,
Tyrant's
ils ont plein
final
de dieux.
fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven.
It's okay. Thanks,
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can...
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
Rosalia.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters.
Quel
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing
Ça
great
rassemble le
unrest
territoire des
among the
loups, provoquant une
wolves.
grande agitation. Ah ouais.
Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also...
Then I will...
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue...
But you're all...
Right.
Bah, je crois qu'on
We'll
va
go
aller
give
Oh,
au territoire des loups.
okay. But please, everyone, be careful.
Eh oui, t'inquiète pas. Par là, Dalvin.
Run along. This isn't a conversation for children.
On va aller dans le territoire des loups, mon ami. On va chasser le loup du nord, le loup du sud. Tous les loups, on va tous les chasser. Et Razor, s'il s'en mêle, on s'en occupe aussi. On s'occupe de tout le monde. Où es-tu, Dalvin? Ah, j'arrive pas à dire son nom. Denzel. Hop, tu es là, mon ami.
I see.
Alors,
Has the Abyss... This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long
oh
ago.
non, c'est mort, il y a
Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some...
Oh, c'est quoi ce bordel encore? Mais c'est pas possible. Ah, ça m'énerve.
Toodaloo.
Ah ouais, bien sûr. Alors là, putain, ça me prend la tête. C'est pas possible ça. recommence.
I see. This could very...
Ok, ça,
No,
on l'avait vu.
unlike us today, the Abyss Herald...
Donc du coup... Évidemment, c'est à côté. D'accord. Ah, il y a un message.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Rain cutter!
Solidify!
Et merde.
Quit it!
Allez, là. Hop. Voilà. Alors,
There sure are a lot of enemies.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah, what?
I'm...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of Fluffy M?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the
il est
Seven.
devenu volontairement serviteur des sept. Ah d'accord.
I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction. Besides, you're the one people like. There's nothing special about gods, and it's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy,
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dane hate the Seven, or is he...
lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you what.
Huh?
Ah, ça
What
j'aime bien.
the?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nation. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area.
Ça marche.
What a strange man. Yeah, that's at the rite of dissension in Lear.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. Do they? The Abyss Order already went after Devalin. It's not too surprising that they...
Regardless,
Allez, allez,
whether
on y
the
va.
Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas, this god's
va.
spirit. Okay, be careful.
Pas de problème, je m'occupe de Borel. Salut les gars. Hop. Pas le temps, j'ai pas le temps, faut que j'aille sauver le loup. Faut que j'aille sauver un loup. Allez bye. Faut que j'aille sauver un petit loup. Tranquillement. plus, je l'ai même pas combattu aujourd'hui. Ouh là là, qu'est-ce que... Qu'est-ce que
Over
c'est
there,
bordel.
it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
Ah, c'est génial. Ah, c'est magnifique. Ah ouais. Et là, il l'a emprisonné. Ah, c'est magnifique.
You, not welcome here.
Vas-y.
So, the wolf's red. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since. If you serve us, we can restore lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks... Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corruptible...
Wolves never surrender. But this can't...
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain.
Allez,
Bow
viens,
before the abyss.
tu fais des petits avec toi.
No touching!
Solidify! I will have order!
Rain outlines your fate.
Oula, tu vas te
Fire,
faire
fire,
mal,
hands on fire!
tu t'es mis un bouclier. Oulala, oulala.
Born of ice and frost.
Dans ma vie.
Comas,
Ah là là, bien.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
fire, fire, hands on fire! Go!
Point annulé.
Solidify!
Il valait ça.
Order guide you!
Allez, son bouclier là.
Time to...
The end is nigh.
T'es où, t'es où, t'es où, t'es là.
Crumble!
C'est raté.
Stabilize!
Time to act.
Will
Go!
Je me passe les deux quoi là. Ok. Ah.
the ceremony was
Bah
interrupted.
bien sûr,
How
pour la chance.
fortunate, for
C'est moi qui l'ai
how
fait.
does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable.
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came
Eh ouais.
just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am, but still, the Abyss Herald.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But scary outs I too didn't see.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then...
Thank you. In the future, my claws... You smell danger? And
No, we heard about the danger. Besides coming to help, we actually...
C'est ta faute, Razor.
Excuse us, Mr. Wolf Guide. Do you know...
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for... But it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the...
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a...
Fireballs? Heck, anyway, this pretty much proves that the... It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the map, but in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while...
Don't know, but
Yes, you were a big help! We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss is...
yes, I smell more danger. You too.
Ouais.
There was some
Que je
good
me souvienne par la
intel.
suite là.
Quick,
Du
let's
coup.
go tell Dane!
Non, on va faire le loup plus tard. Où est-ce qu'il est? Ok, génial. Hop, on se téléporte direct. Hop, non, tout remonter. C'est bien, c'est bien. Deuxième petit combat, il était un peu plus chaud. Avec son bouclier d'eau là, je sais pas trop quoi. Mais c'était bien. Alors,
Dane, there you are! Did you see...
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting
Attends,
Grand
ça va,
Master,
il est trop
she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the... But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information.
hop, on raconte.
I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field...
Huh? Really?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly.
Ouais, ouais.
The strange
On
story
pourrait aller
told to you by that...
encore.
Ah, Paimon gets it! So the time after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, then, whenever anyone got close, back then, the people...
It looks like we need to make a trip to
Et voilà,
Storm
encore une
Terror's
fois.
lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Je m'en souviens. Ah, je vais faire ça.
Yep. Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the...
Lequel toi? Moi je suis paumé. Alors, du coup, on va se faire... Alors pas la statue des 7. Hop, on va aller au point. Point de téléportation. On va voir. Au point de téléportation. Ouais, c'est en dessous. Voilà, ouais. C'était donc lui. C'est lui l'origine. Il est pas terrible, hein.
This is it, right? Ah, okay then. Use your...
Ah, il n'y a rien.
Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? What's going on? Are you sure?
This requires another method.
La méthode n'est pas la bonne.
Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Ah, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat
Prototype?
Génial.
Oh, Paimon doesn't or...
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hand, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also... We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as be... well... Good thing we...
Do the Seven really expect me to help them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy...
Okay.
I'll make sure it does...
Bon, cette fois, je vais prendre ma vraie team. Alors, on va prendre ma vraie team et... Parce que sinon, je vais galérer, je le sens bien. Alors, tac. Hop,
This is destiny.
ok. Ah oui, non mais oh... Un
One
boulot.
client, two clients.
Hop, allez.
It's three clients.
Non. C'est parti. Là, on est à la dernière phase. Parce que là, je crois que ça va être un peu plus chaud que d'habitude. Allez. Le dernier combat contre la propre. Hop. On commence. Ah, faut que je refasse tout le chemin.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling
Ah,
right
c'est
back
pas la
in.
bonne.
Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest
Ah, bien sûr
adventurers
qu'on est
in
les plus
all to
courageux.
that. That are the stupidest. To get to that
Ah,
creepy
d'accord.
statue,
Est-ce
we
qu'il
just
faut aller
need to
cette
follow
fois-ci?
the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's
Tac,
go.
tac,
And remember
tac.
to be on
Allez,
your
on
guard.
passe sans force. Hop, hop. Je saute. Là, là, j'ai failli faire une bêtise. Ah. Eh oui, j'ai fait une bêtise. Alors, on recommence. Tac, tac. Hop. Mais non. Oh là là, mais c'est pas possible. Ah, elle est morte en plus. Ah oui, d'accord. Ok, bon. Arrêtez de faire l'idiot. On va se concentrer. Hop. Tac. Putain. Ah, c'est bon. Hein? Je comprends pas pourquoi je peux pas y accéder du coup là. Ah, peut-être que je remonte par là là. Ouais. Ok, bon alors là par contre j'y arrive, alors tout à l'heure j'étais tombé. D'accord. Voilà. Alors.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh,
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as a... I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Oh, and something far more than we are the same. We're both dangerous.
It is your words that forever reek. Time to silence you!
Bah ouais, elle venait de te faire taire.
Bow before the abyss.
Ah ouais, t'as parlé comme ça pour moi, mais t'es fou mon petit.
It's a roar.
Ah, je l'avais. Ah ouais, en plus tu t'appelles... Ah d'accord, c'est comme
I'll be
ça.
fine. Go as planned.
Wow, je vais te calmer.
Let me stop.
Allez, continue ici.
Barbados, guide us. Speed up. Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
Waouh, mais c'est relou, man.
Go as planned. Barbados, guide us. Don't blink. Got lucky that time.
Wow.
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
The world will burn.
J'avais la fille. Ah non, là si. Oh, sa sœur.
Princess.
Princesse. Oh.
hey!
Ah,
Could that be?
Lumine.
Ether.
After. Je te retrouve enfin.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against your sister and the...
Ether. Why are you with Dane?
Pourquoi es-tu avec Dance?
Uh-huh? Your sister?
Lumine, We meet
Nous
again.
croisons à nouveau.
What's going on here? Dane...
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
C'est mon ennemi.
Amin.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same... And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon... and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home.
Chez nous.
Yes. Of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Génial.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really... At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, with the... Oh.
Okay.
Well then... First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess. It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she... Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into. And Dane is from Conria too!
Yeah, right.
He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy. But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, also, how come after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss?
Yeah,
What's up
ouais.
with... Yeah, you're right.
Ça fait
Then
beaucoup.
we can't let ourselves get down about it. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you... Come on, traveler. Let's go.
Haha. Acte 4. Terminé. Et bah voilà. Un petit coffre. Juste un seul. Oh, c'est pas mal. Hop. Et bah écoutez, j'espère que cette vidéo vous aura plu et on se retrouve très vite pour la suite de l'histoire. Je vous dis à très bientôt.